All right, Shalom. First off, we want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors and salutations unto you, brothers, just preaching this word in sincerity and faith. And Shalom to you, sincere listeners and believers thereof. All right. So yeah, we just wanted to come back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. I'm the brother Yari Allah.
I'm the brother Shamar.
Yeah, and Lord's will is edifying to the body. Now this we're going to title this lesson "Every Brother Ain't a Brother." Okay, and the title should speak for itself. Okay, and Lord's will, this lesson further clarifies that. All right, because in this truth, what do we have? We have the body, the brothers, the Akyam, those who are in the same mind and spirit of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, yet not everybody's in this fold or in this faith with the same intentions. All right, with a pure and sincere intention. A lot of guys are in here for their own alternative motives. Hence the title of the lesson, "Every Brother Ain't a Brother." Okay, so I'm gonna start off with this right here. This precept. This is Jeremiah 9:4. It says, "Take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders."
Mm-hmm. That's why you can't trust every brother, because you never know when a brother is trying to supplant you or not. You got to be careful who you do trust.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad you have to be like that. Yet that's how you have to be, though. Because the guy that you could be trusted could be the same guy that you shouldn't be trusting.
Exactly.
That's why the scriptures say, "Trust ye not every brother," because he may appear to be a brother, yet he's really not a brother.
Yeah, he's an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the scripture says in Sirach, never trust thine enemy.
Yeah.
So the whole time you're confiding in a person that you look at as a brother, all right, as a man of the Lord, and the whole time this dude is a complete demon, a complete enemy, all right, an agent for Satan.
Yeah, look at all the dudes who fell out.
Exactly.
You could have been looking at him before the dude fell out. You could have been looking at him like, man, this is that was your brother. You was like vibing with him or whatnot. It never would have crossed your mind that he wasn't your brother. But then as soon as he fell out, then that's when it started crossing your mind about everything else. Yet you should have been. That's why you can't trust every brother. That's why the scriptures say that.
Yeah, or certain scenarios start to pop up, and you start zoning in on that person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, what the hell? And this dude, this ain't a brother.
Yeah,
this ain't brotherly.
It's not the actions that a brother would do.
Exactly.
That's why that's why that scripture says that, "Trust ye not in every brother." All right.
Yeah, and going into word supplant, from our forefather Jacob, Yaiqua, which means a supplanter, and Jake's great at that,
Mm-hmm.
They call it finessing now, and Jake does that to his own people,
First and foremost,
yeah,
their own people.
Yeah. First and foremost, you right.
They don't do that to Esau. They never try to get over on Esau.
Well, they tried to, niggas. Yeah,
they'll try to. Yeah, they'll
do
they'll do it on a whole different level to their own people.
Yeah,
somebody that really genuinely trying to be trustworthy to them.
Yep.
And then they'll abuse that trust because there was a brother that you shouldn't have been trusting.
Yeah, they wasn't a brother.
Yeah, they wasn't a brother. I had a precept.
Can I finish this last verse?
Yeah.
Verse 5. "And they will deceive everyone his neighbor, and will not speak the truth."
Yeah, they will deceive everyone his neighbor. They'll deceive you.
Mm-hmm.
You thinking that they're a brother, and the whole time they wasn't. They was deceiving you.
Yep.
Pretending, because deceiving them, you put on the act.
Yeah.
You was acting like you were a brother to them the whole time. You wasn't, because you was deceiving them.
Yeah, you over there. You bring it out. You hitting the highways and hedges with them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You doing lessons with them. You're fellowshipping with them.
Prime example, Tracy T in our camp. You know,
Yep.
when he fell out, you were thinking that, oh man, like, you know, I used to think that, like, damn, he's a brother, this and that.
Straight up.
And then, you know, we kicking it outside of the camp and everything, hanging out, you know, chilling.
Just having spiritual conversations.
Yeah.
Hit a lesson here and there.
Whatever. You know, linking up. He told us about the truth.
Yeah, he actually brought us in the truth.
And then here it is the whole time. He wasn't even a brother. He ended up falling out. So he wasn't even a brother the whole time. And the whole time, what was he doing? He was being behind the scenes. He was really just being wicked.
Yep.
You know, he was doing things behind the scenes, and he wasn't carrying himself like a brother in his actions.
Exactly. He was just being deceitful.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and they will deceive everyone his neighbor and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies and weary themselves to commit iniquity.
Mm-hmm. They had taught their tongue to speak lies. And that's exactly what they're doing, because they're deceiving you. Mm-hmm. They're telling you lies.
That's right.
You know, and what was the last part about iniquity?
It says, and weary themselves to commit iniquity.
And you can look up that word, weary.
Yeah. Kind.
Yeah, they worry. They telling you nothing but lies, and then they worry themselves to do iniquity. All right.
Yep. I believe the Hebrew word is la'aha or la'a.
La'a.
Yeah, la'a or la. I believe
It's
the la da'a.
La da'a naha.
Yeah. It says to be wary, be impatient, be grieved, be offended. All right. To be tired of something, weary oneself. You know, to weary, make weary, exhaust.
And it said to be weary in iniquity, right?
Yep. So pretty much
you exhaust. You did so much iniquity that you got exhausted in doing the work.
They will exhaust themselves in committing. They will exhaust themselves to commit iniquity.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you're doing so much iniquity, you got exhausted of being in the spirit. Because you want to continue on doing that. Just like we was going into with Tracy T, you know?
Yeah, and you can bring quick point, just backing you up. And that's why them guys end up being exposed, or they just end up just disassociating themselves, because all that iniquity that they're doing,
yeah,
you know, they get conflicted.
They get condemned.
Yep, exactly. This is
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is St. John 3:19, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Yeah, men love darkness rather than light because their deeds was evil.
Mm-hmm.
And like and everybody already know, if you doing wickedness, you're not the spirit ain't gonna be in you to continue on doing the work.
Yep.
Because you're just gonna be condemned. You're gonna be feeling guilty.
Yep.
Know? Your conscience is gonna be condemning you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're doing dark works, and then this is a work of light that we're doing.
Yep.
So it can't go together.
That's right. Can two dwell together lest they be agreed? You know. It says, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Yeah, men love darkness rather than light, and why they don't want to come to the light, lest their deeds would be reproved. They want to keep on doing what they're doing, basically.
And it gets revealed that ultimately what? They hate the light. They hate brothers. They hate Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
You know?
Because their deeds will get reproved.
Yeah, and every time that they came around, really every time that they were around brothers, around the truth, all right, they were all always getting cut. Yep. And in their minds, they was always upset, all right, offended, because they didn't want to be reproved.
It's awkward for you.
Yeah.
Like, just because we're in the light. You know? So you being around us, it just make you feeling like weird. You don't want to kick with us, because we talking spiritual when we hang out.
Yes. Hey, this is too spiritual, man. I gotta get around some nigga activity.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Because look what they go back to when they fall back into the world. That's exactly what they run back to. Like, just nothing but just straight like nigga activity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
You might, whatever you was doing in the world, you're gonna be doing that and more. Smoking, chasing after bitches, turning up.
Yep.
All right, party, trying to live your best life. You know.
Those like the parable says that unclean spirit that left you comes back with I believe 7 more spirits mightier than it.
It's a party.
Yeah, it's literally they keeping the party going in your temple.
Yep.
You know.
got a legion of demons partying inside of you.
Yeah.
You don't even know it.
You the spot. You know.
Yep. You didn't know the hot spot. Where's
Where it's popping at? Yeah. That's right. It's a block party on your blockhead. You know.
Yeah. The party is going every single day.
That's right.
And they calling up homies to come through.
Yeah, they calling the big homies. All right. They homies. All right. Everybody and their mama coming through. All right. You know, it's a go ahead.
And that's why it manifests in your countenance.
Mm-hmm.
Because they literally just fully took over you. You know.
It says, but he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we are in the light. All right. Because we not doing anything of the dark. You know.
That's right.
And if we happen to just slip, we fix ourselves and get back on point. You know.
That's right.
We're not trying to continue on doing things in the dark. You know. We don't do anything dark. You know, a brother might slip up and do something.
Yeah, we're in this flesh. Yeah,
we're not doing anything that's like
purposely.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
ill intentions.
Exactly.
All right.
You know. Yep. You got it, bro.
Yeah. This first John 4:1.
Oh, that's the spirit. Yep. Go ahead.
It says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit."
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't believe every spirit. Just like we started off with, trust not in every brother.
Yep.
So you can't. That's why you can't believe every spirit. But what you have to do, it says, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High.
Yep. Because you have to try the spirit. Continue on. You can finish that off.
Because many false prophets are going out into the world.
Yeah, because a lot of these guys, these guys are seeking to utterly supplant, that has ulterior motives.
Mm-hmm.
Man, these guys are false prophets. Ultimately, all right. They're enemies, okay? You know? So you can't believe every spirit just because a brother, or just because a guy claims to be a man of the Lord, or brother believe in the same thing that you believe in. You can't just trust it for word's sake. You have to try that spirit, whether it is of the Most High, and what is the spirit. So you have to test that spirit out. And what is the spirit? Let me bring that out. You have to test men. Men have to be tested, man. And that's with everything. Yeah. Worldly gains, all right? Anything, friendship, whatever. You always have to go through a test to prove yourself.
Yeah, you don't just
prove your allegiance, prove that you who you say you are, all right? Yeah. So this is St. John 6, all right, and 63. So it said, try the spirit by the spirit. Mm-hmm. St. John 6 and 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, all right, the spirit that maketh alive. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Mm-hmm. So you try the spirit by what? By the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, which ultimately the word is what? Yahweh Shai, in who is also the light, all right. Let me pull this real fast. All right. This is Hebrews 4 and 12. Okay. See, when you bring out this word, well, it'll go into it. All right. This is how you try a man. All right. To see what is real. Well, I'm going to just let the scripture speak. Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful. Yeah, it quickeneth, maketh alive. And powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Yeah.
There you go.
It discerns your true intentions and your true thoughts.
Yep.
So you can try to put up a front all day, be a deceitful brother and everything else, yet it's going to be made manifest that you're not a brother.
Yep.
It doesn't, because it always happens. It never fails.
Never.
You can try to fool men, yet the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to find you and get you out of there.
Yep.
Because you were never a brother. All right, you a deceitful brother. You was doing the work deceitfully. Because if you're a deceitful brother, you're not even sincere in doing the work. Because how can you say you sincerely care for the brotherhood or love Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai if you don't even love your brother?
Yep. And you're not sincere hearted.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sincere intended. All right. You have ulterior motive. You looking at this to gain
For personal gain.
Yeah, for personal gain, whatever gain it may be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not a spiritual gain.
Yep.
Okay. You know, and these the guys you have to look out for.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the whole time, and then the whole time they're getting cut by these words. That's why they can't be around a light of their brothers, because every time the spiritual conversation is coming out, the scriptures are coming out, they're getting cut internally. They're internally bleeding. Okay. You know, because what? Their deeds are contrary. Their intents and motives are contrary to one of a sincere brother, a sincere and servant of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So that's how you try a man out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And it all comes with experience, you know.
Exactly.
Because like if you freshly new into the truth and all, you're not gonna be able to discern, you know, who's a sincere brother, who's a true brother, who's not a true brother. It comes over time as you being in the ministry for a while, and you actually seeing guys fall out. You know, you may have known a brother, he fall out. Then you start to get that discernment to be like, all right, this is what a real brother is, and this is what a fake brother's like. Somebody who is pretending to do the work, and then at one point or another fell off. You know, you build up that discernment as you're building your experience. So
yeah, build up your spiritual discernment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because new brothers, you come in, you're still being proved. You're still being tested yourself.
Mm-hmm. You're testing yourself because you like, you know, you're trying to sincerely do the work, and also you sincerely trying to prove yourself.
Exactly.
And you just, you know, you're trying to be, you're just, so to speak, you're open minded, so to speak, like thinking that every brother is cool when, you know, it's really not like that.
Yeah, you're still naive, so to speak. You know, you're still somewhat simple minded. All right.
And it's not a bad thing to be like that. You just sincerely think that everybody's a brother, yet you can't trust every brother, you know?
And like the brother says, that comes with discernment. And that's why from the apostle, the elders, certain men that has more time and experience in this truth, they can discern more efficiently. All right, between certain guys. All right, put the like it says in Romans, I believe, to put the mark on certain men. Yeah, put the scope on certain guys. Like, hey man, watch this guy. You know, he got an off spirit. You know, or because these spirits all have similar characteristics.
It's nothing new under the sun.
Exactly. You know, these same guys have the same spirits, have the same scenarios and all. All right. You have some.
Oh no, you got it.
Yeah, I got this right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is Sirach chapter 6 verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Yep.
And be not hasty to credit him.
Yeah. I was thinking about that earlier when we was talking about the friends and stuff.
That's right.
But yeah, you got it. When you in the world, you know, when you had like your little clique you was hanging with or whatnot, if somebody new tried to come around or hang with y'all, you wouldn't just trust that dude, just tell him everything, or trust him to come in your crib, spend a night. No, you approve him, you know. And it's the same sort of speak when you're in this truth. You can't just trust every brother that you meet. You gotta, you know, get to know the brother, and you know, you treat each other brotherly,
of course,
first and foremost, just off of general principles. All right. Yet you build up that trust as far as discerning that he's a sincere brother over proving him, you know, being around him, seeing how he carry himself, seeing how he act, you know.
Yeah, what type of spirit he has and testing him, you know. That's why a lot of new brothers, when you come in, you're on the outside for a while, you're studying, you're listening. You might get called on to, all right, what does this mean?
Yeah, put on the spot.
Yeah, you put on the spot. You get tests administered to you to see if you're actually about this, if you're actually soaking in this knowledge, or you just out there just being a mannequin with a garment on, trying to infiltrate or just get in there. All right, testing your spirit out, and that test is continuous, you know. All right, and you're supposed to examine yourself off top as well. Yet, you know, you're supposed to also examine other men as well. Okay, examine the man that you're next to. Not saying look at a brother a certain way. No, I'm saying the fact of, all right, knowing you shouldn't have to like pretty much second guess a brother pretty much, or spirit, or what type of intent he has. Okay, because certain it's sad to say, yeah, it's true. Certain guys have their own intent at heart, or at their own will at heart, man. It's not the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, like the brother said. It's for their own gain, whether it's women, all right, fame, money, whatever. Okay, and it all gets it all eventually gets exposed by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so it says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Yeah, so don't be so quick to give him credit. Oh yeah, man, he know this, he know that. Oh yeah, he gotta be a brother. He gotta be a man of the Lord. All right. Yeah, don't be so quick to credit that man. All right. For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
It's because it benefits him.
Exactly.
He might be using you. Say if you a sincere brother that's very giving, you're trying to do, trying to look out for a brother,
Yep.
He might be a brother just because, be cool with you, be a brother just because he can use you for his own purpose.
Yeah, he can manipulate you, or
however it may benefit him.
Yeah.
Just because he sees that you're a sincere brother, and then you're looking at him like a sincere brother, yet he had ulterior motives the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't know that. You were being sincere, yet it's this guy that was off. The guy that was not being a sincere brother that's off. It's not you necessarily. All right, it's that guy that was being a deceitful brother.
Yeah, and I don't mean that you should. Oh man, now I gotta look at every brother a certain way just because you one asshole.
That you came across.
Yeah, exactly. That don't mean that. All right. Okay, because this is why these guys are examples of playing out of the scriptures, man. It has to be men like this, okay? Because this is a part of the story, and that further builds that further builds your experience, builds your faith. All right, builds your discernment, your judgment. Okay, yet it shouldn't change you as a brother, towards an actual brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because let's say even if you were that brother that was getting used by a deceitful brother, hey, that's just heaping more coals of fire upon his head.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
because you were being a sincere brother the whole time, and he was being wicked. Yeah, it may like suck when not because he was a deceitful brother the whole time. Yet he has heaping coals of fire upon his head that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to judge him for being that way.
And the Lord is going to reward you for being the way that you're supposed to be.
Yep.
A real brother.
Look at Yahweh Shai.
Exactly. Ooh.
With Judas.
Ooh.
He actually knew that he wasn't a sincere brother. Yet look at how he still treated him.
Mm-hmm.
He still treated him like you would treat a brother that is sincere, even though he was insincere. All right. Here it is. He plotting against him the whole time, and he actually knew this. He actually knew it in his mind. He didn't just say, fuck you, nigga. Just get in his face, start cussing him out and everything. I know you about to trade on me, nigga. You a traitor. Get out of here. He still treated him like a sincere brother to the end. And what happened? Judas felt guilty and killed himself.
Yeah, it's a spirit. Yeah, we coming into the Pesach, man.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of Judas Iscariot still out there. It's more than one. It's more than one of him. He's just one big example in the scriptures, man. All right. Yeah, like the brother saying, that's a beautiful example, man. Okay, because ultimately, he was condemned in his own mind.
Yep.
He killed himself, man.
Because Yahweh Shai literally did nothing wrong to him. He was totally blameless.
Yep.
And then the whole time he was being a nigga.
Yep.
He was being a dirtbag, being a grimy nigga the whole time, and Yahweh Shai treated him with nothing but love. All right, to the very end.
Exactly.
Even though he knew he was a straight up traitor and a backstabber and everything else, he still treated him with nothing but love to the very end. And what happened? He got condemned, and he just had to kill himself because that guilty conscience that he had, knowing that he was in the wrong.
Mm-hmm. That's right, man. And that's just the way it goes. That's the story of this, of this truth, man. That's how it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yet, man, it's gonna be worse for them and better for us.
Exactly.
That's a curse unto them, and that's a blessing unto us, man.
Mm-hmm. That's how you have to look at it.
Exactly.
Don't, like the brother was saying, don't just say like I'm gonna be an asshole to everybody now, this and that. No.
I'm putting my guard up, I don't want to chill with nobody.
You should always show love regardless, even if it is somebody being fake. Hey, you're, like I said, you're being blameless, and by you being a sincere brother regardless. All right. Hey, you just heaping coals of fire upon his head if he's not right. If he's being a wicked brother.
Yeah, because best believe the Lord going to deal with him, man.
Yeah.
All right, and the Lord is ultimately going to deliver you from that wicked man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and deliver him unto judgment. All right. So it says, for some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Yep. Yeah, he is for his own occasion, but then when you in trouble, you in need now. He ain't gonna be there to be found. Because why? Because now you can't help. You're not there to help him out. It's not beneficial to him anymore. And that's how you know that it's not a sincere brother. A sincere brother, he gonna be with you through thick and thin.
Mm-hmm.
No matter, when you don't have it and when you do have it. When you in need and when you able to help and not in need. He gonna be there no matter what the situation is. A real brother.
That's right. Yep. Well, I'll continue on because it goes into that. It says, and there is a friend who, being turned to enmity and strife, will discover thy reproach. All right. Yeah. He's pretty much taking in the information that you confide in him, all right, to ultimately what, to try to use against you, man.
Yep.
All right. Yet, okay, that's not that's to his charge, not yours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
There you go. He's a companion basically when it's all good, but then when it comes to you being your affliction, when you're doing bad, he disappear. All of a sudden he busy. He can't come through. He got all the excuses in the world why he can't come around. Why? Because it's not beneficial for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about when it's convenient for him, as far as when he want to be your friend. All right, when it's beneficial and convenient.
Yep.
And that's not no real brother. A real brother, like I said, he gonna be there no matter what the cause is.
Yeah, a real friend is gonna be there through thick and thin, like the worldly saying goes. A real brother,
Mm-hmm.
All right, and a nigga gonna be a nigga.
Yeah.
I got this. Okay.
It's those actions, those qualities. You can't change that.
Yeah.
If you are a nigga, you gonna have those nigga qualities in you.
Yep.
There's nothing you can't shake that. You can try to hide it, but then those qualities are gonna come out of you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hide that.
That's right. This is Jude 1:4. For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they were ordained to creep in and to be demons, to be deceitful. This is a part of the story. All right, that's why the Lord knew that.
Yeah.
It was a part of the story. That's why the Lord said, "Man, go do what you got to do." All right, I already know what's up. Okay, because Judas was ordained to that condemnation, man. And these other examples of Judas, modern day Judas Iscariot, they were ordained to this condemnation, man. Like the brother said, they're just heaping up more coals of fire upon themselves, man. Mm-hmm. They're completely condemned. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
It says, for there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation, ungodly men.
Yep.
Turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness. Let me look up that word, lasciviousness, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They was all crept in unawares the whole time,
Yep.
But yet, it gets revealed that they were.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to really. That's why I say you don't have to worry about trying to not be a brother no more, or like trying to put up a wall, all that other stuff, because it's going to end up being revealed. So you don't have to stop being a sincere brother. You should, if anything, continue being even more sincere.
Yeah, the scriptures say, continue in what thou hast learned, and being assured of whom thou hast learned it. from our apostle and elders on down. You see the apostle and elders, man, they're the best examples here on earth on how to be one towards another. All right, you hear the stories that the apostles tell from all the way back to One West, even going up to this point, man. They've had a lot of these instances, yet that didn't change them, nor their spirit towards each other or other brothers, man. All right, because what they understand, man, these were the guys. Those guys were ordained for this condemnation, man. All right, it's a part of the story. Okay, don't let that change you, though. So the word for lasciviousness, let me see if it's read it.
Strong's G 766. As'elgaia. As'elgaia.
Yeah, so the Greek word is as'elgaia. It says unbridled lust, excess, licentiousness, lasciviousness, wantonness, outrageousness, shamelessness, insolence. Yep. All right. So they're turning the grace of our power into shamelessness, man. To excess. All right. To wickedness, pretty much.
They couldn't hide those nigga qualities.
Yeah, it spills out of you.
Yep.
It spills out of you.
Unbridled lust.
Yep.
Because what was they lust? The lust of the flesh.
Okay.
All right.
That's right.
It's not the lust for the spirit. No, it's lust. It's lust to do shit in the flesh. That's why it's unbridled lust. You can't even control it. That's why I say those qualities you can't hide it. You can't stop it. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna come out of you.
Yep.
And then you just start doing it uncontrollably.
Yeah, because His word pulls it out of you. Eventually, it's gonna get brought out of you. All right. Like with Esau, or we bring this truth out. We bring the devil out of him eventually.
Yeah.
Just like this truth bring the niggas out of you niggas. Eventually,
Wisdom ain't gonna dwell on the malicious soul.
That's right.
And if you ain't in the right spirit, you can know the scriptures and everything, yet you're not in the spirit of the scriptures.
That's right.
Walk as far as walking the scriptures.
Yeah, you're not embodying the scriptures, man.
Exactly. You know everything in and out. That doesn't matter. Are you really embodying it and living by it? That's what really counts.
Yep, that's right. It says, turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness and denying the only Lord power in our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach.
Yeah, and how are they denying them?
In works.
Exactly, in their works. All right, because if you love the Lord, you will show it in your works.
That's right.
And you're denying them by your works, because why? Like it said with the words lasciviousness, your unbridled lust. Your unbridled lust for the flesh. All right. Clearly, it's talking about the flesh because it's not talking about the spirit.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
And as qualities, like I said, you're not going to be able to hide it. It's going to come out of you at some point or another because you're a brother you crept in unawares. You're not meant to be here.
Yeah.
And then that spirit, you can't hold it. You can only hold it back for so long before it just comes out of you, and you just got to start giving into it.
Yeah. You feel unwelcome. You feel like you feel out of place because you are. All right. I got this right here. If you have anything else, we can probably close out on this one. This is 1 John 2:19. It says, they went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us.
Yeah, they went out from us because they were not of us. Because if they were, they would have continued. And like I said, that's how you know who's not a real brother, That's why you don't have to trip about when you being sincere to a brother, all right? Whether he was a real brother or not, don't even trip about it, because eventually, if he's not sincere, or if he's not a real brother, all right, he's going to end up falling out.
Yeah, he's going to get weeded out regardless.
So you don't even, just wait on the Most High to do it.
Yeah, be patient.
You don't have to do anything. Keep on being a sincere brother. You know what? That's going to speed up the process, if anything.
Yeah.
Because he ain't right. He being wicked. He being a Judas. So that's just going to speed up the process. He going to be feeling guilty like, damn, I'm just treating his brother like shit. Like at first he ain't going to be feeling that way. Then later down the line, the Lord going to be cooking, And then he going that conscience is going to start getting to him. And then eventually, through the spirit, he going to just get removed.
Yep.
You don't got to change up how you acting. Start being an asshole to him, this and that. Just keep doing you,
Yeah, don't worry, you
Mhm.
know. All right. You know, hey, either he gonna end up what? Falling out, going back into the world, or the Lord is just gonna execute judgment then and there.
Yep.
You know? Hey, leave that into the hands of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
All right. You know? And these are just further examples of the scriptures, man. That's written of in the scriptures, you know. It says, but they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
know?
that's all it is. Somebody has to live out the scriptures, you know. So it be made manifest that they were not of us.
Yeah.
Somebody has to play that out. And that's the guys who are deceitful brothers, and now they crept in unawares, not never meant to even be in here in the first place. Yet they're gonna get removed. So you don't even have to worry about it. You know why even sweat about it, you know, when they're gonna get removed.
Yep.
All right? The Lord gonna take care of them. He's the hitman. You don't even have to do anything. You don't gotta make no calls.
The Lord already got the scope on them, really.
The Lord already watching them the whole time.
The Lord, the Lord brought, we brought it out. They were ordained to this condemnation. The Lord brought them in just so they can be condemned.
They're further condemned for a special judgment.
Yep. Know? That's right, man. All right. Yeah, man. So that's it, man. So that they can be made manifest that they weren't a brother the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know. So hopefully this lesson was edifying to the body. Once again, we're going to close out by giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. All right. You know, yeah, man. Hey, brothers, continue to be brotherly towards each other. Continue to be sincere.
Yeah.
You know, continue to maintain your faith and trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know, and let the Lord do the rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And amen to you deceitful, all right, wicked ass Judas Iscariot ass niggas, man. You know, may the Lord give you the most gruesome, painful, dishonorable death known to men. You know,
he is, you know, because it says that they're gonna be beaten with many stripes.
Yep.
That's all he brought you into the truth, so that you may be beaten with even more stripes. Because you were better off not even coming in the first place. But that's how much the Lord actually hates you.
Yep. That's right, man. So with that, Shalom.
Shalom.